Welcome back. Well, now since we saw the Google CEO, they are trying their hardest to make sure that Google will not be cutting any corners, will not be building up this red tape, right? That a lot of companies have out there. And he is pushing for this simplicity sprint, which basically he said we need to really focus on what is slowing down processes, what is causing difficulties or speed bumps, as he called it, and getting rid of those to give a clear pathway forward. However, when employees heard this, all they heard in their little ears was cutbacks, layoffs, and possibly like firings, like just all these sort of lost jobs, maybe even reduced pay at certain points. And when faced with that line of questioning, fortunately, the CEO was quite honest and said, yeah, things like that could happen, but here's the HR manager to make what I said not sound as bad. And so the HR manager did their best to try to make everybody's fears allayed. But even now they are a little bit on the scared side, employees, and people who are hoping to be hired are now a little bit scared that they might not hire as much as maybe they were hoping to. Yeah. Google, as with everybody else, has been hit by the coronavirus and by current situations of the economic market. So yeah, I think it's good to not take what you have for granted and realize that it could be gone one day.
Yes. Although it did sound a bit like he was beating around the bush when he was trying to explain, maybe it would have been better to just be a bit more direct. I think that's the biggest thing with companies. I would really appreciate if a CEO came up to me and said, you know what, this company is just not earning enough money and we got to push for more or else we're going to have to cut jobs. And this is how we can try to do it. Let's be a team and work with me on how to get this company back. Because we all know companies can't work without earning money. And so I appreciate a refreshing, honest answer, even from a CEO. Do you think this simplicity sprint will achieve streamlining, or do you think it's just an excuse to cut jobs?
I think the cutting jobs was already decided before this. I think they've already decided what will happen at what point. So this might be kind of a little warning signal saying we need to boost numbers now, and maybe these sort of milestones will not be reached for the cutting of jobs or cutting of pay, right? Could this work? Absolutely. I think the Google employees could hear this and take it in a way of all right, we have to give a little bit of an extra push for a little bit to get back on track. And if the employees answer honestly to these survey questions, I think it could help the company figure out where they can go into the future. Will there be job cuts? Probably still. I don't think a company as big as Google can turn on a dime and get back to normal so quickly. However, they can reduce it a lot by just pushing a little bit for a hopefully small amount of time for their sake.
I do wonder about this survey though. And I'm sure all the Google employees are wondering about it too right now. What kind of questions are they going to be asking?
Yeah, we saw a couple examples in the article, what would make basically paraphrasing, what would make you work better? And I can't imagine that there has to be 80% have to answer what would make you work better?
Me, in my real life, in my real job. If the printer worked without problems every day, that would make me work so much better. It would make my life so much less stressful.
I was thinking money.
That would help too, but I'm not even at that stage,
You're no, I can just use the printer to print money if it was working correctly.
But every day I fight that silly printer.
I know I feel your pain because we have a printer that is a Frankenstein. You can see the different colors from the different ages that it has been brought from.
Rebuilt and rebuilt and rebuilt.
And it has a hard time with the job that it was named after, which is printing. Yes. Yeah, I see. Yeah, but I hopefully they will answer the survey questions well, and they have to be fun. I hope it's leaked. I do want to know these survey questions.
Oh, it will be. Someone will.
It's got to be like that.
Get out there.
Exactly. Do you like taking surveys?
Not really, no.
Okay.
No, very boring. Sometimes I will do it if there's, like online, there'll be fill in this survey and win a new lipstick, or a lot of the beauty companies do that, so I do it for them, but
For them or for yourself?
for myself.
Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and for ourselves study a lot of that vocabulary, and we'll see you in the next unit. Bye.
In regard to.
In regard to.
Cut corners.
Cut corners.
Beat around the bush.
Beat around the bush.
Red tape.
Red tape.
Hold up.
Hold up.